Islam. The truth. Early Rome was heavily melanated, African settled, and Moor-influenced. Rome did not start as a European white civilization, i.e., black civilization. Before the Roman Empire existed, Italy was filled with Africans, Moors, Iberians, and dark-skinned tribes. The first Romans, Latins, Sabines, Etruscans, had North American and Asiatic bloodlines. The ruling priesthoods traced original ancestry to Kemet, Egypt, and Carthage. The earliest Romans were brown to dark brown peoples of the Mediterranean belt. The Mediterranean, before colonization, was a black sea, not a white one. Etruscans, black Moorish founders of pre-Roman Italy. Before Rome existed, Italy was ruled by Etruscans. Archaeology from Tarquinia, Cerveteri, Veii, Vulci shows clearly dark-skinned nobles, kinky or curly hair, African-style facial features, Moorish-style garments, Moorish-style garments, and symbols. Even Greek historians said the Etruscans were a people from the south, dark-skinned. Many scholars trace them to North Africa, Phoenicia, Moab, Nubia, the Sea Peoples. The first Roman kings were Etruscans, meaning the earliest royalty of Rome was melanated. Romulus and Remus. The myth hides an African origin. The wolf twins. Story is symbolic. Their actual tribal origin points to Sabines, Latins, Etruscans. All these groups were described in ancient text as dusky, copper, brown, and dark-skinned. This is before Rome conquered northern Europe and absorbed pale tribes, the Moors and Carthage. The real power behind early Rome. Carthage, modern Tunisia, was a black empire. Not just Hannibal, most Carthaginians were Berber, Punic African, Nubian, and Northwest Amexem stock. When Carthage and Rome fought Punic Wars, it was two African-rooted cultures competing. Hannibal Barca was described as a tall, dark-skinned man with burning eyes, not a white general. A melanated Moorish commander. When Hannibal entered Italy, many tribes joined him because they recognized the common African Mediterranean ancestry. Thanks for coming in, you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. Gratitude. We have this thing going on where mainstream academia wants to teach everyone that these Romans were, i.e., white, i.e., Slavic. That is not true. Okay? These busts that you see, they're all melanated people. Okay? Hi. Thanks, guys, for you guys coming in. I appreciate it. Peace. I have 5 principles I live by. Respectfully. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. That's a fact. Not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. We just trying to get to the root, to the foundation of this history of ours that was rewritten. Purposely rewritten. Okay, let me continue. The Roman Empire had multiple melanated African emperors, including Septimius Severus, born in Africa, Leptis Magna, that's Leptis, Leptis, Magna, Magna of Libya, identified as Punic African. This is Northwest Amexem. See, we have to understand that the way that we look at Africa and America, it's considered Northwest Amexem. We used to travel all around the globe, but the Americas and Africa, i.e. Africa, we were of the same spiritual enlightenment. So that's how we all connected. We connected through our aura or our aura. Okay? So, Septimius Severus, born in Africa, Leptis Magna, Libya, identified as Punic African, married Julia Domna is D-O-M-N-A, Syrian, founded a dynasty of mixed African Asiatic emperors. And when we say mixed, we're saying mixed people from mixed nations. It doesn't necessarily mean mixed as far as how we look at it today, white, black. No, it's different nations mixed together, right? With most of us had the same spiritual enlightenment. That is what connected us all around the world. This is a divine and national movement, okay? Kalla, C-A-R-A, C-A-L-L-A. Severus's son, described as dark and Moorish in appearance. Geta, Geta, another rooted son. Aurelian, possible Moorish origin. Philip the Arab, dark Syrian. Diocletian, Arian, Mooric connections. Constantine's mother, Helena, brown-skinned from the Balkans. And many more generals, senators, and nobles from Numidia, Mauritania, Arabia, Egypt, and Ethiopia. Rome was not a white ethno-state. It was a Mediterranean African empire. The term Moor, Moros, in Latin means dark-skinned, black, melanated person. Okay? Okay. Romans used morus, moro, or Moor, which means what? Dark-skinned, black, or melanated person. Okay? To describe brown or black people, especially from North Africa or America, this shows the Moorish presence in Rome was ancient, not medieval. The melanin of Rome was erased. The melanin of Rome was erased by the church and Renaissance art. Okay? Between 1400 and 1800, the Catholic Church, Renaissance painters, colonial historians, and slave trade propaganda. Peace to the chat. Anybody came in? Peace, y'all. Peace. Truth. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Truth, guys. That's how we're going to get down to the bottom of all of this nonsense and trash that was rewritten for us to ingest on purpose to cause division. Okay? I got more. It gets deeper. Okay? So let me start up here again so you guys can, for those who didn't hear this. Okay? It says, the melanin of Rome was erased by the church and Renaissance art. Between 1400 and 1800, the Catholic Church, Renaissance painters, colonial historians, and slave trade propaganda rewrote Rome as a white civilization. They whitened saints, philosophers, emperors, biblical figures, Egyptians, and Moors. This was intentional. This was intentional, guys. To disconnect Afro-Asiatic peoples from their ancient greatness. To disconnect Afro-Asiatic peoples from their ancient greatness. The old artwork, statues, and descriptions tell the truth. the bust, pause, in Europe, we think that these busts and these statues are of Slavic origin. Negative. Some of these brown, dusky, dark-skinned, melanated people had curly hair. Some had curly, straight hair. Some had tightly curled hair. The whole point is it's the non-ether curl. Okay?
Listen up, because I'm about to give you the secret. Every time I post about an AI tool or a business strategy, at the end
so what is real truth? Excuse me, guys. You know I'm going to be distracted because of what I'm talking about. Just work with me. So what is the real truth? The earliest Italians were dark. Etruscans, pre-Rome, were melanated. Rome's first royalty was melanated. African, Moorish bloodline shaped Roman law, religion, and culture. Many Roman emperors were black. The whitening of Rome happened centuries later through propaganda. Propaganda. There's more. Black, Moorish, Afro-Asiatic civilizations helped create Rome. Rome is not Europe's creation. Rome is a Moorish, Mediterranean, African hybrid empire. This is why Moorish science speaks of the old time religion. Shouts to the Prophet, Noble Ali. Muslims before the Muslim. Asiatics who built the world. Asiatics who built the world. Is facts. Peace, y'all. Peace. Thanks for coming in the chat, guys. If you'd like to support the channel, please, first of all, please hit the thumbs up button, send it out, subscribe to the channel, and if you would like to donate to the channel, which would be beautiful, only if it's possible, only if you can, that's Cash App, $ PTM 720. You guys know me, usually I don't even ask. I've done over 1,000 videos, and it's the first time I've ever said anything about it. But it would be nice for to continue and not have to worry about bills, right? Let's get this truth out, y'all. I'm using my Pa-Aura. Look at the video I did before this one, and you'll see what Pa-Aura is. Okay? Let me continue. So it says, because your people, Moors, indigenous, Africo-Asiatic bloodlines helped build Rome, Spain, North Africa, and the Americas. It's a divine and national movement. Okay? Let me go further. So we know that this whole Edomite thing that has been pushed on us about it being negative and bad. One thing I know about the rewriting of the history, whatever they say to us is history, it's usually the opposite. So that made me dig on it. Peace. Pause. That made me dig on it. So here's the truth about the word Edomite. Lied about that too, guys. So what does Edomite really mean? The term Edomite comes from the Hebrew word Edom, red, ruddy, or earth-colored. It refers to the descendants of Esau, brother of Jacob, a small ancient kingdom called Edom, located in southwest Jordan, Petra region. A Semitic people related to Hebrews and Arabs. This is real history, confirmed by archaeology and ancient Near Eastern texts. So yes, Edomites were real, but what modern people call Edomites today is usually not real. Here we go, rewriting again. Were Edomites white Europeans? No. Not historically, not genetically, not even close. The Edomites were Semitic, brown-skinned desert people, culturally close to early Israelites and Arabs, linguistically part of the Canaanite language family. They were not Europeans, Caucasians, modern white people, Romans, Greeks, or any modern ethnic group. The Edomite, white person, idea is a myth created in the 1800s by certain groups trying to rewrite biblical identity. Okay, here we go, rewriting again. They always rewriting something. Always rewriting something. Because how do you control the people? You demonize and dog out their story. That's how you colonize a people, through the mind, through the education, through the schooling, through the history. All you gotta do is rewrite it, force feed it to the kids in school, and in 2 generations, they'll be talking what they were taught. All rewritten garbage, propaganda. All right? Please thumb up the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please send it out, because our babies have got to know the truth. Enough is enough. The jig is up. The fake meaning of Edomite online today. Many modern groups misuse Edomite as an insult, a race label, a way to describe Europeans, a way to say enemy people. This is made up. I say this is made up, not biblical, not historical, not Moorish, not Moorish Science Temple of America, not scholarly. The Bible never says Edomites were white people. Edomites were Europeans. Edomites were Romans. That is internet doctrine, not ancient truth. Internet doctrine, not ancient truth. This is a fact. What happened to the real Edomites historically? They lived roughly 1200 BC to 100 BCE. They were conquered by Babylonians in the 6th century BCE. Later absorbed into Judea, 2nd century BCE, eventually disappeared as a distinct people. By the time of Rome, there were no pure Edomites left. They had emerged into Arab, Judean, and Nabatean populations. That's N-A. If you want to do the knowledge, I would suggest do the knowledge. This is Nabatean populations. No modern nation or race is Edom. Let me say it again. To all you Hebrews that always talking about, always want to demonize Edom. You're an Edomite. You're an Edomite. Bro, stop it. That's internet doctrine. That's not ancient truth. That's a fact. We have to stop the division. We have to stop the confusion. That is their plan. Their plan. The whole purpose of rewriting that was to take us off course from who we were, and also to cause division and confusion. I see it, I hear it every day through technology and just people just having one-on-one talks. It's ridiculous. Enough is enough, guys. Let's get right. Let's do right. Okay? No more of the fall. No more. As we rise. Okay? Because the name Edom was used symbolically in later Jewish writings to represent oppressors, foreign rulers, or Rome. In that symbolic sense, Edom, Rome, Babylon, Empire, Egypt, bondage. But symbolic language, real ethnicity. Later, religious writers use Edom as a metaphor for spiritual wickedness or foreign oppression, not a racial group. What's the real ancient meaning? Edom comes from Adam, real, earthy, clay-colored. It refers to the reddish mountains of Seir, the reddish stew Esau ate, or Esau's complexion, likely sun red, brown red, desert toned. Not pale Europe, not whiteness, not modern races. So, is the word fake or real? As in ancient people, as a Semitic kingdom in Jordan, as descendants of Esau, as a biblical term. It is fake. Okay? It's fake. Right? The internet version that calls modern white people Edomites. Any racial application. The idea that Edom, Europe. The idea that Edom, all enemies. Any modern identity claim. The Moorish science perspective, MST of A, does not teach anything about Edomites. Why? Because Noble Drew Ali focused on nationality, uplifting, divine destiny, Moorish identity, and Asiatic heritage, not denouncing others' races, tribes, or biblical enemies. Moorish science, uplift, internet, Edomite doctrine, division. So enough is enough, guys. They have pulled the wool over our eyes long enough. Now we're pulling the curtains back. Okay? They come from opposite energies. Okay? They come from opposite energies. Okay, guys? So I'm going to go deeper into the whole Roman history. I'm getting ready to get into it real deep, guys. So please tap in. Please thumb up the video. Please send it out. Please subscribe to the channel. And if you would like to donate to the channel, if possible, please. That'll be Cash App PTM 720. You guys have a good night. Peace. As we rise.